Morning, tubers. Oh, man, I need to mow the yard. Floor canopy. I had to get my off-road sticker off that thing, and I think that might go to the dump-a-roni later. And look at this mess. I took 15 gallons of used motor oil to Valvoline. And I changed the oil in my truck a little while ago, and I actually dumped half a jug in my fuel tank. I didn't filter it, but I've got a couple filters. I've got a pre-filter and the filter on my Cummins engine, so I only dumped in half a jug. It wasn't even that much. So, but what I want to do is eventually I want to make a filtering station and get it so that oil is ultra clean, and then that way I can just only dump engine oil into a container, and then we can filter it out, put it into a clean jug, and then burn it. Because evidently, if you take your oil to like Napa or something, they're just gonna burn it in the winter for their heating thing. So that's why they take like a gallon a day, or freaking bastards. And I'm gonna get that hooked up to the extendable, because I'm still draining diesel into the front tank. I've basically got a full can out of it, so if I'm gonna top it off and see if I can get more in there. And I'm gonna save a little bit for my collection, because it's gonna be part of the. I'm gonna need it for rebuilding the engine on this, because I'm gonna use the diesel fuel as a lubricant to hone out the cylinders in this thing, or cylinder. So that's something I want to get to doing. Trying to take a break from the truck stuff, because my body's slowly recuperating from all that. Got the John Deere pulley in there. It's all lined up perfectly. Yep. Oh man, it's getting cold. I've got to harvest all my clamps. Actually, all this metal brake line's still good. All this hose is good. This was all new when we installed it into the truck. This front tank has to go. Yeah. Thinking we get rid of that tank, we could probably put like an air compressor and tank back here. And then this is my one of the diesel fuel tanks that I bought for my truck. I ended up putting on his, so I'm gonna take that back out, put that in mine. Then I can get my front tank going. So yeah. Oh yeah, it's still draining. I don't know how much is in there, but she's still going. Okay, so I want to take all this stuff out of here. I'm actually thinking I'm going to take this in to dump it off. So we got tires. I think there's a wheel in there. I think I'm going to take this glass. I don't know. I think this bench seat. I think I'm just going to get rid of it. I'm going to get rid of all this crap and that tail light. I actually want to keep the tail light because it's going to stay with the truck. I got this monitor here. Yeah, I'm gonna get some of the crap in there, and I want to get this trailer emptied out. So I'm gonna go make a dump run, get my truck loaded up there, and we'll go head her out. place that accepts stuff like this closes in an hour. Let's see if we can get there before they close. You can save money by covering your load. Well, me don't got time for that. It should get me there in about a half hour. When I get home, I clean out the rest of the trailer. It's now got to be called the trailer, so. Nice, I just hit 10,000 miles on my speedometer here. That's so cool. Miles, yay! I get the song confused with She's a Freak, Super Freak, Super Freaky, Nasty Chevy, looks like a Ford. Since I fixed my front rear brakes, well, rear brakes are a little dinkered because I reused the axle seals too many times. It leaked a little bit of oil, and now the brakes are crap. But the front brakes, I put anti-rattle springs in, which actually also help return the pads to their neutral state. And this thing just rolls amazingly now. I love it. I do need to flush out my brakes and then redo the rear brakes again because I keep messing them up. I know somebody's gonna get mad at me for riding neutral. Hey, I'm hypermiling, damn it. I do like having IFS. Independent front suspension. It's not too bad, but I already have a Dana 44 that I gotta put in this thing. So I gotta get the radius arms, and there's a couple other things to mount to the front. I have my track bar mount, but I need to get my track bar, radius arms, and my springs to get it in the truck. But I also got to order my 6-inch lift Superflex rear springs for this. That's what I decided to put on here. And then of course I got to buy all new shocks. I got to buy 6 shocks. I'm gonna have 2 in the front, or 4 in the front, 2 in the rear. I don't think I'm gonna bother with quad rear. I think the front needs the quad set up the most. Braking, let my tires cool, or my brakes cool off. You see that rear brakes just smoking away, burning off the gear oil. I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. I actually drove from Portland to the bar, this one place up by my house, and I forgot the e-brake was on. And they didn't work before, they work now. That guy had his window down and I smoked him out. So I gotta turn left at Kid Ranch. Speed limit's 45 and everybody's going 60. Like, Jesus Christ. Waste transfer station. That couldn't have been any more obvious. Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-boo. Train tracks. Whee! Snap. I don't know what the speed limit is through here, to be honest. Oh, yeah, it's 40. Huh, it's Chevron Global Marketing. I think it's at this stop up here. Find out. Well, they have signs going right to it, so. And it's a stop. Mostly just waste. So hi there. I do have a little bit of antifreeze.
Okay, that's recyclable.
How much is that extra?
No,
Or
it's
it's just
recyclable.
oh, okay, it's all with
Recycling credit for putting it in the recycle area.
okay.
Cash or card, how do you pay?
I'm gonna do card.
Yeah. Our monitor's recycling too if you put it in the recycle area.
Okay.
Did they already ask you if you had any hazardous waste?
I have antifreeze.
Okay, we can take that in there.
Okay, and then I have a couple of computer monitors and some tires.
Take that in there.
Okay.
And they gave the yellow board? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, let the spotter, when they come to the door to tell you where to park, let them know what you have that way so he can tell you where to put it.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
I've got a few gallons of antifreeze, some tires, and mostly just plastic stuff.
Monitor goes in here, $10.
Okay. Where's a good spot for me to park?
What?
Where can I park at?
Back to next to this red truck here.
Okay.
Tires there. Tires go down here at the end and the gray dumpsters.
Okay, and then everything else can just... Okay. Pardon? Oh, that's fine. Thank you. My GoPro died. Or at least it ran out of memory. 460 pounds. Oh, like 4,500 pounds. 460. Okay, I'll turn on red, so I have to. There we go. Hey! Well, that was awesome. I can take wheels and tires. It's weird because they'll take anything pretty much because you're paying them to take it. So I'm like, well, I think I'm gonna go get some dinner. I am hungry, and I got some videos to edit up. And Bob's your uncle. I haven't started that edger in about a month, and it fired up in 2 pulls. Yeah, burns oil like a Honda with blown valve seals, but it runs great. It has no power, but yeah. So I'm gonna get around to rebuilding that later on. So we've got the lawnmower here, the Lawn Boy with the Harbor Freight lawnmower engine that everybody says it won't last long, and they're pieces of crap. This has been sitting on the rain for the past week. See if she'll go. 3 pumps. I've had that Harbor Freight engine for about 3 years now, since when my truck was gas. Now it's a diesel. That's my low pickup. The only thing I ever buy gas for is the lawnmower and chainsaw. That's about it. My truck is diesel. I think it took me a month to get to where I'm like, I should probably fill up. So yeah, it had a little cover thing on it. I took that off just because it was in the middle of the summer, and that's when I mowed other people's lawns, and I wanted this thing to get as much airflow as possible and air out easier. So this edger, pretty much my goal is to focus on the engine. I'm kind of okay with how, the wheels and stuff. I want to kind of lube up the wheels. I think these actually have bearings. Or maybe they're just bushings. Anyways, I'm going to rebuild this engine, rebuild the carburetor, and put new gaskets in. I want to put new rings in this thing and lap the valves. So, yeah, it needs just a quick little refresh there. We'll get to that in a few weeks. I got a teardown video on that. That engine I'm not going to use. If anybody wants it, $20. So anyways, the rototiller is going to get a horrible freight motor on it. We're going to call that the Montgomery Freight. I'm deciding on if I want to use a smaller Harbor Freight motor or make a bigger one work and then put dual pipes on it or something crazy like that. The thing is, the smaller engine, it's like a 5 horse, which is 3 more than what it came with. Those are about $100, and I can get a new pulley and a belt for just as $20, $30, real cheap. So I think I'm gonna end up doing something like that, and we'll bring that rototiller back to life. My dad's been wanting one for stuff, and that's the size of that one is perfect for my dad's use or our use or whatever. But yeah, I think a little 5/4 on there, and we'll put a little straight pipe on it. Maybe, I don't know. We'll give it a yeah. Well, it's definitely gonna be a little modified, but you know. So anyways, I'm getting around to kind of straighten this up. I've kind of got that stuff phased out for the most part. That trailer, basically, I'm just waiting to get a tongue that I can bolt onto that. And I think me and Adam kind of got a good idea of what we're gonna do to make that work. The tongue is gonna get bolted on. We just gotta. The only hassle is bending the frame rails. That's the only tricky part, and I'm responsible for that. So I'm gonna kind of pick up the garage. I kind of want to start getting some tools back together and kind of reorganize this. And now I know where to take hazardous waste and stuff. I think all the crap that's in this cabinet here is gonna go to the thing, and then my custom made to the bed of the truck table. I don't know if I'll use that. I might take it back apart and use the wood for something else. I mean, it was kind of a cool idea, but you know, it was cheap. I think it only cost me like $20 to build and see if I like it, and it worked great. But a little cramped, and then my canopy started leaking, and then I was like, I took it off, and then I'm like, no, I like my truck as it is now. It looks like a pickup. It's real simple, lightweight, getting good fuel economy and whatnot. I think I've got 160 miles now, and my fuel tank still says it's full, so I'm gonna see how far I can go on that tank. But yeah, anyways, I kind of forgot where this video was going. I think I was talking about lawn and garden stuff, and then I tapered off into truck stuff. I think this is kind of going to be a universal video. So, yeah, and then later we're going to have a teardown video on that. That's a BorgWarner T18, bad 4th gear synchro. I'm going to open it up and see what happened. So, that'll be interesting. So, anyways, if you want to see more, subscribe. See you guys later.